start from the top. We'll work our cars from our neck down. And a few words about irradiation. So if you're doing this in the morning, first thing in the morning, you want to do maybe 20 to 40% irradiation effort. If you're doing it before a training or an activity like yoga or weightlifting, whatever that you do, you want to ramp up that intensity, of course, so that you can really prepare your body and your joints for whatever load that they're going to bear. And then if you're doing this in the evening before bed, then definitely do it less irradiation, because you don't want to ramp up your nervous system and you just want to move your body. So start with the neck. Bring your arms out by your sides, maybe 5-10 degrees. You can hold on to tennis balls to create irradiation, or just make a fist. And begin creating tension down through your legs, your buttocks. Pull your spine up a little taller. Notice the shoulders also become a little tighter and dense, and all the way down to your fists. You're gonna breathe in and push the air down so you can brace your body. Pull the head back slightly, and then tuck your chin into the notch of your chest. This is the 6 o'clock position. You're gonna rotate your head to the left, so imagine your chin hitting 7 o'clock, 8, hold at 9 o'clock. Do a teeny side bend here, so look over that left shoulder. Lift your chin up, grazing to 10 o'clock, 11, all the way up to the ceiling. Your chin points up to 12 o'clock. Rotate slowly over to 1, 2, hold at 3, look slightly past your shoulder, take a tiny side bend, ear coming behind the shoulder. Graze it down your chin towards a 4 o'clock position, 5, and back to center at 6. Keep irradiating, turn your head to the right, going to 5 o'clock, 4, 3, look slightly back, 2, rotate to the ceiling, coming to 1, 12 o'clock, rotate your chin to 11, 10, hold at 9 for a little bit and do a side bend or look way past your shoulder. Draw it back down to 8, 7, and 6. Let's do it one more time. Rotate to the left, look over the shoulder, little side bend there. Smooth the rotation, chin to the ceiling. Graze it all the way to the top. Start looking to the right side, right shoulder, chin drops down, back into the chest. Keep irradiating. We'll reverse that last lap. Look over to your right. Gaze over the shoulder. Squeeze that left arm. Rotate your chin up. Look to the ceiling. Rotate all the way to the left. Look behind the shoulder. And graze it back down towards the center. And lift your chin up. Relax your irradiation for a moment. Take a breath in. And breathe out. Shoulder blades. We'll do that first. So you can do this one at a time. I'm going to cue it 2 at a time, or both sides at a time. Arms out about 30 to 20, 30 degrees away from your body, so almost like a V shape. And then create your fist. If you have a strap, you can also hold onto the strap so you prevent your arms from doing more wider or more narrow as you're moving your shoulder blades. So make sure you irradiate. Take a breath in. Push the air down. Brace your trunk. Brace everywhere else in your body. And lift your shoulders to your ears, so shrug, then up. Squeeze and pinch. We'll hold that for a little bit. One more pinch. And retract your shoulders back, so you're going to start to squeeze the very top of your shoulder blades in. Keep squeezing and glide the shoulder blades down your back. At the very bottom, squeeze it one more bit, and then punch forward, so you're going to protract the shoulders. And then I'll turn around this way so you can see it on this side. Lift your shoulders up again. We'll do it again. Retract them back. Pull them back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together as you depress and glide them down. Punch forward. One more lap. Up, back, together, and then down. Punch forward while retract back in the opposite direction. So pull the shoulder blades back. Pinch them together. Keep pinching as you shrug your shoulders to your ears. Punch forward, glide down, pull back again, retract, lift up, push forward, and drop down. One more time, pinch back, elevate, protract, and depress. Shake that off. So that was your shoulder blades. Now we're going to your glenohumeral joint, which is your actual shoulder joints. Again, I'm going to do it both sides at the same time. You can always pause this video and do it one side at a time. So raise the arms up. We're going to take your fingers open this time. arms into V shape. Turn your palms out. Start rotating your wrists internally, your forearms. At some point, your elbows and then your shoulders begin to move. Push your arms back. Keep your shoulders as high as you can, your arms as high as you can. Keep rotating. Pull your palms up to the ceiling and really squeeze at the very top when you can't move anymore. Notice your head. Draw your head back. Take one more squeeze here. And then keep that rotation. Let your arms fall by your sides so your palms are facing out. And we'll reverse it. Lift your arms up and back in that rotation until you can't go anymore. You hit a roadblock. At that point, start to externally rotate. Unwind from the shoulder, the biceps, the elbow, the forearm, and keep reaching back up. Pinky fingers coming towards each other. And then lower your arms down. One more time. Lift your arms up overhead. Rotate your palms out. Internally rotate your shoulders. Keep trying to push back. Rotate some more as you push back. Raise your arms higher as you rotate more. Squeeze when you can't lift and rotate anymore. Lower your arms right by your sides, palm facing out. One more time. Reach back and up. Squeeze at the top. Unwind. Externally rotate the shoulders so your arms sweeping up overhead, bringing them close to your head, and then lower the arms down. Take a breath. And exhale the breath. Next is elbows and wrists. For this part, you want to irradiate your arms, your biceps, your upper shoulders, your back muscles, so that you're pretending like you're lifting a heavy tray or you're pushing your arms through dense air or really thick mud, because it's easy just to flap your elbows and turn your wrists like that. So elbows first. Turn your palms to face forward, so supinate your forearms. Squeeze your body, irradiate, and take a breath in. Brace again and push the air down. Draw your palms toward your shoulders. You want to squeeze your biceps, keep irradiating through your body. At the very top, pronate your forearms. You're going to turn your palms to face forward and then push that dense air back down again, keeping the elbows by your sides. At the very bottom, turn the palms to face forward, supinate your forearms, and pull your palms back towards your shoulder. One more time. Turn the palms to face forward away from you, and then push the thick air all the way down. Hold that position at the bottom, so keep your forearms pronated, and we'll go reverse direction. So pull your knuckles back up towards your shoulder while you're maintaining irradiation through the rest of your body. At the very top, rotate so your palm faces your shoulder, and then push the knuckles back down. One more time. Turn the palms to face down and pull your knuckles back towards your shoulders. At the very top, turn the palms to face you and then push it all the way down. And then let go, take a breath. The wrist. Bring your elbows back to your sides. And we're going to start with your palm face up. And we're going to keep your fingers open for now, and then we'll do the closed way as well. So irradiate just like you did earlier. Rotate your wrists so that your pinkies coming inward towards each other. They're going to face each other. Take your palms and fold them towards your face. Watch for the forearms. They're going to want to rotate. Keep them in that supinated position. And then track your fingers outward. Your thumbs going away from your midline. At the very end point there, turn your fingers down. Extend your wrist that way. And then one more lap. Fingers coming in. Palms coming to face. Forearms don't rotate. Thumbs going out. Fingers looking down to the ground. And then in. Make a fist. Just take it the opposite direction. Take your thumbs out. Squeeze your arms. Again, watch for your forearms. Rotate your knuckles towards your face. And then your knuckles come towards each other, towards the middle. And then your knuckles face the ground. Thumbs out. Knuckles towards face. Knuckles towards each other. Knuckles towards the ground. Okay, and then shake that off. Your upper back, thoracic spine, rotations through that. Cross your arms in front of your chest, make a fist. You can also take your fingers and push into the upper shoulder, the traps area, so they stay down. Irradiate, take a breath, brace your trunk and push the breath down, tuck your chin back, and then curl your head down, slowly curl the upper back, going slow so that you don't move your hips and you're not kind of hinging forward through your hips or letting your hips fall back. When you can't fold anymore, rotate your body to your left. Just like when we did the neck, we're gonna hit every hour of the clock. Look to the left, try to look past your left hip. Squeeze so that your right hip doesn't also come and sway with you. Side bend into the left waist. From here, start to lift your chest up. Your left side is starting to look up to the ceiling. Keep going, look to the ceiling, and then rotate all the way to the right side. See if you can see your right foot behind you or the right side of the floor. Side bend into that right side. Pay attention so your left hip doesn't move either. Eventually fold and rotate forward to the starting position. Hold that spinal flexion, rotate to your right, look behind that right hip, watch that left hip though, keep it straight forward, side bend into the right, lift your chest, start rotating, scrape the ceiling with your chest, rotate all the way to the left, look behind that left shoulder, side bend into the left waist, keep that flexion as you fold forward, coming to starting position. Let's do that one more time. Rotate to left. Try to smooth out that movement. Look behind. Side bends. Elevate. Rotate. Scrape the ceiling. Look over. Rotate to the right. Side bends. Keep that fold. Back to the starting position. Reversing to complete this last round. Rotate to right. Side bends. Elevate. Really lift. Expand that rotation all the way to the left. Look behind. Side bend into the left side. And fold yourself forward to the front. Come on up. And take a breath. Slow breath out. Okay, let's go down into the hips. And I'm going to do this in quadruped on the ground. You can definitely do this standing up. The higher you are away from the ground, the more irradiation you're going to need and more awareness to reduce compensation. Okay, so quadruped, you take your arms out a little wider here if you're going to be here with me. Irradiate, push into the ground, try to corkscrew your hands into the floor, and then we're going to start with your left side first. So lift your left knee up to about hip level. Flex your foot, and you want to pull your heel into your bum. Take a breath in. Push the air down, pack your body, brace your body, and swing your left knee out to the left. Keep both elbows straight. Bring your knee as high as you can. Track it towards your left armpit, back into the chest. And then we're going back up, out to the side. Sweep it to the elbow. Keep your spine straight. Pull it into the chest. One more time in this direction. Up, out, forward. Circle together and knees together. And then we'll reverse it. So knee to chest, send it out to the side, flex your foot, push your heel back, circle, up, heel to ceiling, keep that squeeze, heel to bum, and knee down into your chest. Again, out to the left, flex your foot, sweep your heel back, heel up to the ceiling, keep elbows straight, knees into the chest. One last time, out to the left. Circle, push it back, pull it in. Take a breath. Blow it out. Other side. And I'll turn around this side. So again, irradiate so that your elbows don't bend, your spine doesn't arch. You just want neutral spine. Corkscrew your hand down. Breathe in. Push the air down. Brace your trunk. And raise your right knee up and back. Flex your foot, heel to bum. Push into your hands. Sway your right knee out to the right. Keep it as high as possible as you track it towards your right arm, armpit. Pull it into your chest. Kick it back. Send it out. Open the gates. Pull it towards your elbow. Track it to your chest. And one more time, back, out, foot flex, elbow straight, coming forward, and knees together. Breathe in. Pack the air down. Pull it into your chest. Send your knee out to the side. Track your heel back. Keep your knee high. Pull it up, heel to ceiling, and heel to bum, knees to chest. Out to the side. Track it back, circle back. Keep your spine straight, and pull it into your chest. One last time. Knee out wide. Push it back. Heel up. Knees together. Whew. Breathe in. Shake it off. Hopefully you're getting hot because I'm really irritating. And then breathe out. Okay, so for your knees, you gotta come down on the ground. And we'll start with your right leg first. If you need some support sitting tall, then put yourself against the wall. So let's do it this way. Take your right arm and clip it underneath your right knee pit. Bend your other knee so that your left foot is flat on the ground. Place your right hand on top of your left knee or onto your left bicep, and then take your left hand right on top of your right thigh, so like a knee chokehold. Otherwise, here, and then your left hand's just gonna go on top of your your right knee. And sit up tall. Here, it doesn't really matter how straight your leg is. We just wanna make sure that your tibia, your shin bone, rotates internally and externally while we go through the cars for the knee. So let's start with your foot turned out. Stabilize your hip so that your hip doesn't move, your right hip or your left hip doesn't move. So let's hold that position. Find the minimum rotation of your foot turning out so that your tibia rotates externally. Take a breath in. Brace your body, radiate. Keep your foot in that position. Raise your foot up. So extend your right knee up, looking for zero movement in the hip. Turn your foot inward at the very top and watch for that shin bone to rotate in. Keep that tension there and pull your heel down, so flex your knee here. At the bottom, turn your toes out, rotate the tibia, and extend and lift your foot up, extend your knee up. At the top, turn your foot in, tibia rotation coming in, keep that, flex your knee, pull the heel down. Hold that position, we'll do it in the opposite direction. So your toes turn in, keep trying to turn them in, and lift your foot up. Extend your knee. Turn your foot out at the top, and flex your knee, pull it in. Last time, turn your toes in, push up through the outer side of your foot as you extend the knee. Turn your toes out, and also push down from the outside of your leg. Good, and then relax for a moment, take a breath. Breathe out. Now take your left hand right on top of your shin bone, right below your knee here, because we're gonna go for the ankle now. So your right ankle, the tibia, your shin bone is going to move a little bit. We wanna try to minimize this as much as possible. That's why we have our hand right there. So point your toes, and just like the hour of the clock, try to go across every hour with your toes. And take note, if your hip wants to turn, especially when you come out to about like the 3 o'clock position, 4 or 5 o'clock, because that's usually a pretty clunky corner for a lot of us in our ankle. So take your time there, feel for minimal movement in your shin bone and definitely in your hip. Okay, and then go the opposite direction, counterclockwise, paying attention to the 11, 10, 9, 8, 7 corner of that circle. Okay, one more. Okay, and then let that go. Left side. Clip your left arm right underneath your left knee pit. Again, do the chokehold that works for you. You can grab onto the bicep or just place your left hand right there on your right knee. Okay, the right hand really presses down into your top of your left thigh. Prevent any movement from your thigh bone or from your hip. Turn your left foot out. Watch for that rotation outward with your shin. Keep that and lift your heel. Extend your left knee up. Again, and you don't want to go all the way straight, even if you can. We don't want to lock out your knee. Turn your toes in. Watch for that tibia rotation coming in. It's very minimal. And then flex your knee. Pull the heel down. At the very bottom, turn your foot out. Lift your left leg or left heel. Very top, turn your foot in and push your heel back down, flex your knee. Keep it turned in. Lift your leg, extend. Turn your foot out. Push down, pull down. One more time, turn foot in. Push up. Turn foot out at the top and flex the knee back down. Okay, right hand in front of your shin bone, right below your knee. Left ankle. Point your left toes. Rotate your toes in and then reach for a 2 o'clock position. 1 o'clock, your toes will somewhat flex all the way to 12, 11. Definitely try to get that 10 o'clock and 9, 8, and keep going. Let's do one more round in this counterclockwise position. Minimize, again, shin movement as best as you can. And 0 hip movement. Go in the opposite direction. Moving clockwise, paying attention to the 4-5, 3-4-5 area. Last one. Okay, and then let that go. We'll stand up, we'll do the toes, intrinsic foot control and strength. So feet about hip distance or so. If you have a block, it's really good to put a block between your arches so that your toes are hanging out, and that will prevent any rolling in or rolling out from your feet. So stand tall, irradiate your legs, your upper body, your arms. You can look down and see if that helps you, that visual assistance. So lift all 10 toes up, and if you have that block, try not to roll into the block too much or roll away from the block too much. And press just the big toes down. Lift the big toes up, and one more time, press the big toe down. Okay, watch for the rolling of your feet. Come back up, toes up. All 5 toes up, or 10 toes up, and just the 8 toes down. Big toe stays up. And really watch if you're rolling away from your block or you're collapsing your feet. Lift all 8 toes up and all 8 toes down. One more time, up and down. All 10 toes up, spread all toes the best as you can, especially that baby toe is trying to stretch out. Let the baby toe land, and then touch the 4th toe down, then the middle toe, and then the 2nd, and then the big. One more time, all 10 up, spread, baby toes touch, 4th, piano key it all the way across, big toe last. And let's see if we can do it reverse. So all 10 toes down, big toe up first, 2nd, this is the harder one, middle, 4th, baby. Okay, down, one more time, big toe, 2nd, middle, 4th, and then the baby toe up, and then shake it off. There we go, we did the whole body. We haven't done the spine. If you do have time for it, do your cat and cow spinal wave. So you come down onto the ground in all 4s. Keep your head long, your neck long, and you will start from the tailbone. So push your hands down, corkscrew the floor, even press the tops of your feet down as well. Take a breath, find some irradiation so that you're not sagging anywhere. Lift your tailbone slowly, and then let your belly fall down slowly. Come into that lower back, keep dropping, coming to the mid-back, begin to extend the mid-back, upper back, neck, chin stays up. Hold the head up, tuck your tailbone under, contract the lowest part of your belly towards the low belly, mid-belly. Your upper back is not rounding, you're flexing, mid-chest, upper back, shoulder blade area, and finally your neck, your hip drops. Again, tailbone up, lower back drops, mid-back drops, Chest is pulling forward, head starts to lift, look up. And then curl the tailbone under, lift the lower belly, round the mid-back, round the upper back, all the way to the top of your shoulders, and then let your chin fall. Let's add a little bit more. Lift your tailbone, belly falls, mid-back, upper back. When you get to the upper back, press your hands down and try to drag your hands towards your knees. Pull a little more extension up higher to your neck. Hold that. Tuck your tailbone. Lower back, mid-back. We're coming to the upper back now, so press your hands down. Push your hands forward, drive more flexion to the upper back. And then finally, all the way to your shoulders, let your neck fall. Last time, tailbone up, belly falls, mid-back, arches, extend the upper, drag your hands down and back towards your knees. Pull extension all the way up to your neck. Keep looking up, tuck your tail, coming towards cat, flexing the spine, the lower, your mid. Now start to press your hands down and forward. Push your hands away from your knees. Round a little tighter in the upper back, all the way down to the neck. And then one last time for good measure, take it through, make it as smooth as you can, pulling up, and then curling it under. Right. Hope your body feels amazing in this short period of time.